Hello and welcome back to Strongwoman High's Life is a Mishmash. Today we have a very special guest on the podcast. It's April Granelli. Hello, April. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
No problem at all. I'm excited to have you on. Just before we got on, I was saying to April, I remember seeing her at Europe's this year and thinking, who the fuck is she? She's so cool. And then she messaged me to come on the pod and I was like, yes, absolute fucking come on, mate. So yeah, a fucking full circle moment for us. But do you want to give like a brief elevator pitch, introduction, who you are, what you're all about to the pod then?
Oh God, okay, I can.
Let's go.
Cool. Well, I'm April and I would class myself as a baby Strongwoman because I've literally been doing it like a year. So I don't know anything. I don't know freaking anything. Like every event I've been like, what the hell is that? Like messaging loads of people like, what's a fixed dumbbell? What the hell's that? What's a monster dumbbell? How do I do a yoke? What's an atlas stone? So yeah, I am very new to this. But my like background is in obstacle course racing. Like that's how I got into fitness really, and like lifting weights. And yeah, then decided to do Strongwoman, and it's great. I freaking love it. It's awesome. Nice. Yeah, I don't know what else about me.
Tell us about what's your job, other hobbies other than Strongwoman, shit like that.
Other hobbies? What?
I don't have time for other hobbies. This is the only one.
Well, I own and I also manage a gym, so it's like a franchise for over 30s, ladies only, and it's like getting older women to start going to the gym, and it's a lot of women who've never ever stepped into a gym because they're from a generation that like women didn't do that, like it's a man thing, and it's kind of like reworking them to realize that how important weight training is, especially when you're like hitting menopause and stuff. So yeah, it's like building confidence to women. It's great. I freaking love my job.
Yeah, that's so cool. What's the gym called?
It's called Fitter Body Ladies. So we've got like 2 locations where I live, and I go between both of them. And yeah, it's great. Like it's classes only, so you don't just come and train. It's always like in a group session, and it is like a little community. Like it really reminds me of like the Strongwoman community, where like a woman will try and lift something, and the big thing for people, because obviously they know I do Strongwoman, and I'm like, let's get everyone deadlifting, and then they're like trying to lift 60, and everyone's around them, and they're all cheering each other. It's so lovely. It's really lovely.
Yeah. There's nothing quite like a vibe like that, I feel like. It's just fucking good vibes. With groups of women lifting together, there's just always fucking good vibes in it.
It is massively. And like so supportive. Like no one, there's no bad blood. Like it's lovely. It's really nice.
Yeah. How did you get into doing the obstacle courses then? How did that all start?
Oh, so like I had become fitness trained, so I got my level 2 and then I became a PT, and I was definitely like one of those girls that went to the gym and just did cardio. Like I only went on the running machine. I was too scared to go in the weights area. Like I was like, there's big scary men over there, I'm not going over there. There was parts of your gym that I was like, that's obviously not meant for me. I don't go over there. And even after becoming like trained, I would only use like mini bands or really small dumbbells because I was too scared to pick up a barbell. And then my now partner, he was at my house, and I every year I make like a big vision board, and it's got all the things that I want to do on it. And one of them was do a Spartan race, so that's like an obstacle course racing thing. Yeah. And he saw it and he was like, I do those. I love them. You should come with me. And obviously, trying to be all cool, I was like, yes, of course. I'll just sign up.
Be fine.
And yeah, I was like, it'll be fine. And then he was the one who like took me to the gym. We went into the weights and then like started lifting stuff, and he taught me how to deadlift and things like that. He's taught me how to deadlift really ugly, so it's his fault that I now have to redo my deadlift. But he was the one who inspired me to go and try it, and yeah, I love it. It's great. Like there's different elements to it. So there are like the elites, and they're there to win at obstacle courses, and that is a very different vibe from like the opens, which is what I do, where everyone just helps each other. Like, you make loads of friends on the course. If someone's stuck at a wall, you like go and give them a boost. Like that's what I like about it. It's really nice and supportive in the lower end.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I ain't winning anything when to do with running. There's just no way. I'm too slow.
Yeah, same here, same here. I've done one of them, like, is it a Total Warrior or something? I've done one of them. I did
Yeah.
it years ago, but like I didn't enjoy the rolling around in the mud bits.
Didn't you?
The
That's my favourite.
minute I got filthy, I was just like, now I don't want to run. Like, I don't want to finish this thing. I just want to like either stay here rolling around in the mud because that's quite fun, or just like give up and stop at this point. No,
Oh my
run no
God.
further.
I love it. I love it. I think as soon as you start, you're like, I'm getting muddy, I'm committed, and that's fine. Like, in normal everyday life, if there's a puddle, I will walk around it. But an obstacle course, I'm like, let's go.
Straight through.
I'm here to get muddy.
Hell yeah, might as well. I think mine's just more of the group thing. It's always because I always get violently ill after these type of events as well. Like, I did a CrossFit competition once, and I went in like this ice bath thing at the end, and I got a horrific ear infection. And after I did that Total Warrior, I got like really poorly after it, and I think I'm probably just not. It's the groups of people for me.
Yeah,
we're all sharing the same muddy water, and it's not. Can't do it. Me.
I mean, I did the last one I went to. There was like a big water pit, and I actually had just got my back tattooed, so I couldn't go through it. I ain't going in there with an open wound. And the guy behind me went, "Oh, thank God! I really needed to pee." And I was like, "Dude, that's so grim. Why are you saying that?"
No, see, this is why I can't get into that. 'Cause you can't trust people. You can't trust people. Not around bodies of water. It's the same with pools. I hate being in pools because I just think, I don't trust that none of yous are pissed in here. The sea, I can tolerate. It's enough. There's enough water expanse there to make it almost obsolete. But not a pool. Nah, too close.
So yeah, it's grim. Human soup.
Literally exactly what I was just gonna say. Human fucking soup. Nah.
Yeah. Grim.
That's so funny. Right. Well, let's get into it then. So, what has been your Strongwoman high of your very short career so far?
Yeah, I know. In my year.
Your year of Strongwoman.
Well, I did win Wales Strongest Woman, which I guess it has to be the high, right? So, yeah, I went into it. Oh, this sounds really stupid, but I went into it thinking, I've got a chance here. I think I could win. And then, obviously, coming in, that was like the second competition I'd ever done. So I was like, off. I was off my tits. I was so happy. I was like, are you sure you got this right? Like, there's a video of me walking out as you say my name, and I'm like, are you sure? Is it me? Are you sure? Have you added it up right? I just couldn't believe it. Yeah, that was definitely my high. Knowing nothing.
How was your training then going into that? Like, so what was your first comp, and then how was your training going into that Wales' Strongest Woman then?
So the first comp I did was like a first timers with Matt Diamond, and I literally had only signed up for it because I'd gone to the gym with one of my strong friends and tried some of the things and been like, it's not that bad, it's all right. And she was like, you're really strong, you should sign up for it. So I did, and I came second in that one, and I thought, yeah, I quite like this, not thinking that I would commit to it because in my head I was like, I just do obstacle course racing and that's it. And Mel Cuff was there as like a judge, and she afterwards I was like, oh, thank you for supporting me and things and giving me some tips. And she was like, Wales Strongest Woman is coming up, you should sign up. And I was like, no, mate. I don't know what I'm doing. And then I ended up looking at the events being like, okay, I think I could probably do this. I went to Compound, which is the gym where it was held, met some of the guys, and they were lovely. And I was like, let's just do it. Let's just sign up. Don't even think about it. Sign up and do it. So I did. Instant regret. No. And then, yeah, I was training myself and my partner was helping me. And there's something called the Russian squat program, which is essentially where you like squat 3 times a week, and you progressively get heavier every week, but you are doing like maybe 6 sets of 2. And I changed it to deadlifts. So I was like, let's just try doing that. So I deadlifted 3 times a week. And my deadlift at the start of the year was like 100, and then by March I was at 160. It was mental.
Nice.
Yeah, it was mental. I was fucked, right? Like, I found out like afterwards how much it messes with your CNS, and I was like, that explains why I felt so knackered and
Yeah.
so emotionally exhausted all the time. I was like, this makes so much more sense. But like, it did get my deadlift up massively. But like, I'm such an ugly deadlifter. Like, it's unreal, because I would just muscle everything up I possibly can. So I do look like a cat heaving.
I feel like as long as it works for you, then it works for you. There's no fucking no evidence behind having a rounded back's bad for deadlifts anyway. Like, it's fucking, that's a myth, that fishwives tale. So like, it doesn't matter as long as it goes from A to B and it works and you don't get injured, mate. But deadlifting 3 times a week heavy sounds like a terrible plan.
Stupid. Yeah, I don't do that anymore.
Probably a good thing.
Yeah, really stupid. But yeah,
again, though, you got to learn these things, haven't you? And the only way to learn it is to do it a lot of the time. So you just work these things out, don't you?
I feel like I have learned everything up to now by doing it completely wrong, and then someone further down the line going, by the way, you should do it like this. And I'm like, oh, right, cool. That's great.
Oh, yeah, interesting, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realise that would, break my back eventually. Cool.
I love that. So interesting. I find it really cool, that, though. So when you did Wales's then, did you know what the events were, and like, how did you train for them? Was there anything that you'd never done before that you were like, what the fuck am I going to do with this?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like, there was a deadlift ladder. Oh, no, it wasn't a ladder. It was like 3 bars, and you could choose which one, which was fine. Axle overhead. I had no idea what an axle was at that point. So when I saw it, I was like, what? You want me to put that above my head? Yeah, so I had no idea about that. I'd never done like split jerk. I was like, I'm not an Olympian. I can't do that. So I learned that. That's great.
Nice.
Hated it. I hate overheads. They're just so terrifying. They're so scary. So that was a big learning curve of like trying to get out of your head when you're throwing something above it. Because you are, most of the time, you're strong enough to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
But it's just like, once you're here, being like, just don't back out, don't chicken out. You're fine.
Yeah.
Just push it.
I feel like the more you get with that, though, that's a learn thing, because it's a bail safely thing. So like, I know that if I miss a lift, there's a 99% chance I'll be able to bail safely with it now, which is I have no fear in my head overhead. I'll sling anything above my head if I think it's probably going to go.
Cool.
Like... But it's probably because I've not got enough brain cells to think any other way. So. But yeah, I think that like learning how to bail safely with overhead is definitely something that people should like work on, like, or just practice a little bit, even if you like, you're gonna get it. Just dropping the bar either like in front of you or behind you, so you know where it's gonna go and what sort of it feels like. Because you always have that second where you fail a lift. I feel like I always do, where you have a second when you're failing and you think, I'm not going to get that. And then you have to make that split decision of like, what the fuck do I do now? And you're either like throwing it behind you or throwing it in front of you, like, oh, okay. But again, that's just like, it's just time that you just learn that with time, which you've had none of. So you'll get that.
Yeah, literally. And yeah, the other thing was sandbags and Husserls. I didn't know what they were. And now I love, well, all right, love is a strong word, but I don't mind them. I don't mind them. I quite like a Husserl. I don't particularly like a big sandbag. But that's fun as well. I quite like those.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then how did you make your way to Europe's then? Tell me a bit about Europe's.
So from winning Wales Strongest, that then qualified me to go to Brits and Europe's. And I actually remember having a little cry at the gym before winning Wales, because I feel like we all have a little breakdown, like a few weeks before comp, have a little cry in the gym. And my partner was like, "Why are you sad? Like, it's going fine. You're all right." And I was like, "No, because I really want to win." And then I was like, "But also I really don't want to win, because then I have to go to Brits and Europe's," which is like such a nice problem to have. But I just can't back down from a challenge. Like, if someone says you've got the the opportunity to do this, and I'm gonna go even if I like can't do it. So after Wales, I then went to Brits, which I knew I was probably gonna zero everything at Brits bar like one thing because I'd never done any of it before. And the weights, there's a definite difference from like Wales up to Brits and Europe's like the jump is massive, like it's massive.
Yeah.
Like I'd upped my deadlift to 160, but then I needed to up it to 190 for both Europe's and Brits, which I don't want to do that freaking 3 times a week thing again. I don't want to do
No,
that.
absolutely not.
No, so I was like, I got a suit, and I was like, right, that's gonna add a little bit. But I was still going into Brits thinking there's no way I'm going to get the deadlift, and that's fine. Was it a log? I think it was a log.
Log into
No, it
Axel,
was
wasn't it?
yeah, it was. We had a fixed dumbbell at Brits, and that was like that's mental that you want me to press like 40 in one hand when
Yeah.
I'm so terrified of overheads as it is. Yeah, and so I basically like the Strongwoman journey I've had so far is like Wales, then I've had 3 months to train for Brits, and then I've had 3 months to train for Europe. So it's basically just been like, right, we got to switch again to these events, train for those, do the comp, and then switch again, train for this, do the comp.
Yeah.
Again, that's like my life. So yeah, going into Europe, I was more confident than I was at Brits because I'd had longer to practice some of the things like the deadlifts and the overheads. They're all the same, really, right? But they're just different things. But going into Europe, so I'd never done log before, so that was the one thing that I was like, I don't know how to lift that. So
Yeah.
that was a big learning curve of you want me to do like what you want me to lean and I have to press like this, like I'm so used to this and like getting under it. Oh yeah, it was. I don't like log, I can't lie, I hate it so much. And I thought I'll just clean it, I'll have a nice clean on my log and then I'll sit and I'll get a nice picture and that's me, I'll be done with it.
Yeah, sound. That's the thing though, I think with log, it's definitely the scariest overhead because most of the time you can't see what you're doing, like your head has to be back and you're looking at the ceiling, you're not looking like where you're going or anything, like you can't see in front of you, can you? And I think that it's just a fearful place. And then because it's usually logs are big, aren't they? They're big, they're heavy, they're metal. And I know a lot of people are like, that comes down on my head. Like, no, I am not making this. Yeah.
No.
And I totally get the log fear because I have it. I can press way more in an axle than I can on a log. And I think most normal people are the same way.
Yeah, for sure. I find as well, like, I've never understood the, like, passing out thing until doing log. And then I fully got it. Because I was here and I was like, I think I'm going to pass out here, let alone putting it above my head. So, yeah, it's the one thing that makes me feel really dizzy. Like, yeah, Axel doesn't do that to me. So
yeah, it's that head position, man. It's the head position. It just sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Just absolutely fucking sucks. But no, it's and as well, like Europe's notoriously always has too heavy of a log for the standard of women's classes as well. Like the same as this year, so many zeros across the board, and it's a real shame because it fucking wrecks the competition. But like, it's just one of them. I think they won't ever stop that at this point now because they've stuck with that for so long, and by doing a Trump weight option or changing the weights a little bit, they've got to sort of admit that they've got it wrong for so long. So I think they're just hoping that at some point the women will just get really good at overhead and then be fine. And it's just
stupid.
Stupid.
But like backstage, when we'd all just done the log, we were all like looking at the results and we were like, it doesn't make for a good competition, all of us going out there and then half of us cleaning it, not pressing it, or not even cleaning it and just being like, that's a nice log, I'm not going to touch it because I know it's not going to go over there. That's not fun for people to watch, really. So you've got to figure something out.
I'm hopeful that they will. Like even just a Trump weight option would be sound because then at least people are getting reps. Like it makes it a much better competition for everyone watching. But I'm sure they'll sort it out at some point. How did you find the sandbag steeplechase?
Oh well, it was all right. I was practicing wrong the whole time. So they changed the weights. It was meant to be what was it, 80 and 90 sandbags. So I was practicing that at the gym. And then like a week before, I kept seeing people lifting 100 bags in my weight class. And I was thinking, what are you guys doing? Like, you're working too hard. So I checked online. I was like, oh, it's changed to 100. Great. Okay. Right. I better go and see if I can do that then. So going into it, I thought the 100 may or may not get up. If I'm already tired, it's probably not going to happen. The 75, easy. I had a great time. I think if you were watching, I was like, yeah, because it felt so fast, that first bag. And then I got to the 100, and I just like, I'd worn my knee sleeves, which I never wore doing sandbags before. So the bag was slipping on my knee sleeves. Then I couldn't get my little grip in. So I was like, this is not working today. And I was like so close to lapping it. But I think I was just so exhausted that, yeah, it fell and I didn't get it. But I was thinking, it's the same thing as when you're doing like sandbag throws and you fail that, like one of them. If I just stood up, taken a breather, had a second, and then been like, right, try again, give yourself a moment, because you've got plenty of time, and then try again, I probably could have picked it up. So I was a bit like annoyed at myself for just like, because I am just like a bull in a china shop with stuff where I'll like, just keep going, just keep trying. I could hear them on the mic being like, she's going for it again. I'm like, of course I am. I've still got time.
Yeah, 100%. I love that though. It's proper like just grit and determination, isn't it, to fucking give it a good go. But I do agree with you sometimes. And again, I think this comes with just time in the sport. Is sometimes even when you pick a sandbag up and you think, I haven't picked this up right, it's usually faster and easier just to drop it and start again. Like it's just one of them. But again, you only learn that from comp experience. And if you're already gaining that comp experience now a year in, like fucking hell, where are you gonna be in 3 years? Like probably winning fucking Europes.
That's mental.
Hell yeah, goals.
Yeah, that's it. That is it. That would be cool.
Yeah, absolutely love that. How did you find learning how to do bag throw?
I absolutely love it. I like it's one of my yeah, I really love it. Yeah,
hell yeah, I really like it too.
I hated it in the beginning when you're like throwing some in, especially because in Strongwoman you're lifting such heavy weights, and then they're like, throw this 8 kilogram bag, and you're like, yeah, easy, and then it doesn't go over. You're like, what the hell? That doesn't make any sense. So yeah, at the beginning it was frustrating, but I absolutely love it now. I just think it's so much fun. Yeah, and like I was celebrating a lot at Europe's because I'd set myself little goals. And one of the goals was like, at Brits, I only did 2 of the bags. So at Europe's, I was like, I want to get 3. I'll get 3 of the bags. And then I got 3 bags. And then I got 4 bags. And I was like, it's happening.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Nah, I fucking love that. It's bag throw is one of the hardest things I think for people coming into the sport to learn because it is just such a technical lift. But I agree, like it's once you get it, it's so much fucking fun. Like, and it's a great little break in between the other fucking very heavy events.
It is, yeah. I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. I don't have to put any equipment on. I'll just go out and do it. It's great.
Yeah, 100%. I love a little sneaky bag throw in the middle, just a bit of a break, bit of a relax.
Yeah, a chill out at the end of the day. It's lovely.
100%. Yeah, I love that. What a fucking journey you've had then. It's mad that you've done that like progression within your first year of competing. Absolutely crazy, but I bet the experience you've gained will be fucking quality, won't it?
Oh yeah, it definitely is. I definitely I've learned a lot from like going to comps and like seeing other people, speaking to them, seeing them do lifts and being like, oh, I need to try it like that next time. Or even like just knowing training wise, like the deadlift thing, not to do that. That's, do something else. But like, yeah, it's been a learning year. This is what I'm calling this year is the learning year.
Absolutely, mate. I'm in fucking my 6th one, and I'm still learning now. I fucking don't stop.
Everyone knows everything, but I definitely think like going into this, I know nothing. Like I post something on my story of me doing something, and then I get like 10 responses of people going, "By the way, you should probably do this one."
Oh, okay. Yeah, but that's the thing though, and I think as well, like a benefit of this community is everyone's so fucking helpful. Like everyone wants to help people, don't they? They want to make you like better and like give you that piece of advice to help you progress forward. And I think it's so open, like, this community for that type of communication. It's quality, innit?
It is. I love it. I didn't realize sports could be competitive, but also so friendly and like
Yeah,
supportive. It's the maddest thing. It's the maddest
yeah,
thing explaining to someone as well. Like if you're head to head against someone in like, I don't know, a sandbag uh, race, then afterwards you're like cheering the other person on.
yeah.
It's mental. It is really mental.
100%. I feel like it's if I see when like people are doing say like head to head stuff, even if it's just like deadlifts, if I see
Mm.
the person who like either stops or like can't do any more, walk off, I think that's bad sportsmanship. That's not
Yeah.
strong, man. Stand there and fucking shout at that other
Support the other
person.
person. Yeah.
Like that is what you should do because that is what this sport is about. Like
Yeah.
supporting that other person, regardless about whether you've done well or bad. Like you
Yeah.
fucking stick it out and you support the other person. Like
That's it. Because I mean, most of us are there to just try and get some PBs. Do the best you can. Like, obviously, everyone wants. Well, I'd say everyone. Most people want to win or podium, but also like, if you've never lifted something before and then you get one rep, you're going to be like over the moon about it. So yeah, we're all just there to
100%.
do our best.
Hell yeah. Right. Well, let's move on and ruin this fucking good vibe then. Go on to the bad bits. what what have been your strong woman lows then?
Oh right.
Don't come and tell me you haven't got any because I'll be fucking banging my head against the
No,
wall.
I have 100%. Yeah, I mean, like going into Wales, like I was every session I was doing overheads. I was having a cry. Like it's just so difficult to A, get out of your head, and B, anything like overhead for women when you're first starting out, I think sucks. Like you just don't have any strength, and it's something you really have to work on with shoulders. Um, so like every session, I was always with my partner because I'd be like, I'm too scared to do it on my own. I need some support. So he would come with me, and then I'd end up having a little cry. And he's like, every session you always cry. But it's because I was stuck at 60 for so long, and I like if I set myself a target, and I appreciate like in the grand scheme of things, 60 is quite heavy for someone who's not done it before. But if I set myself a target and I don't reach it, I beat myself up and then I get really upset about it. And yeah, it was like that not being able to get to 65 because I'm like, it's just two biscuits. Like, that's all it is. Why can't I lift it? Like that was quite like that was always a low through the whole of like the training for up to Wales. Especially because I think in my head I was like, I know it's there. Like 65 and 70 is probably there. I'm just too
Yeah.
scared to do it. That's what's more annoying about it. So that was definitely like a low point. And then I think obviously like there's training sessions that don't go well, and you always have things that you're gonna like have a little cry about. But the like a big low point was actually at Europe's, and that was the yoke, because a lot of the other ones I kind of like had made peace with the fact that I was going to zero it. Like on the first day, the deadlift, I was like, okay, I didn't lift it. I have lifted 190 on an axle, but I haven't lifted 190 on an axle on a platform with wagon wheels, so that's fine. I don't mind that. And like the log, I knew that wasn't going up, so that's fine. But the yoke, I'd done it in training, so that was like the first competition that had yoke in it for me. And I'd started straight from the get-go at 200 and been like, okay, I can move to 100, let's try 240. So I feel like everything I go into, I don't get to like do the little steps up. I'm like, we're gonna max this straight away.
Of
So,
all the things to max as
oh
well,
god,
not yoke.
awful. And yeah, so every training session I was like, I was moving 240 a little bit. And it was one of the events that I like again would have a little cry about in the gym. Like one of the sessions, I had a full-on panic attack trying to lift it because I was working myself up. I put so much pressure on myself, and I'm like getting more angry at myself every time I'm picking it up and moving it. And again, I'm too stubborn to be like, have a breather, just relax for like 2 minutes and then try it again. I'm like, I'll pick it up, walk a little bit, drop it, be like, oh, and then pick it up and try and walk again. So I worked myself up a bit. So going into Europe, so I thought I've done it in training a little bit. So I was thinking maybe I can get it to the end of the track with adrenaline. Like that was the goal. So then when I get there and it's like this mental like metal construction thing that they've made, and it's got a bar, like, and then another bar, and I was like, oh my god, what the hell is this? And then I really thought I was going to be able to move it, so I picked it up, didn't go. I was like, what the hell? Picked it up again, took a step, and so watching it back, you can see something happens, and I like run forward, but it's because it cracks me on the back of the head as it swings, and I saw stars. I was like, oh my god, where am I? And I could hear the girl shouting me, being like, get back under it, try a split stance. So I was like,
what are you talking about?
It completely threw me. And then I get back. I look up at the stands. My partner's already gone because he knows I'm going to be really upset about it. So he's met me outside of the back, and I'm like, visibly angry but also upset, and I'm like, I'm not gonna cry because I'll ruin my war paint, but if I wasn't wearing it, I'd be crying right now.
Great reason to have war paint on.
Exactly. So yeah, it sounds really stupid because like it's really fucking heavy, I get that, but I think because I'd set myself that goal, I was devastated. Like I was properly like, that was a really low point. I didn't want to go back for the sandbag steeplechase. I didn't want to go back because I was like, I fucked it. I've let everyone down. And my partner's like, no, you haven't. Like, it's your first year. You've never done yoke before, and you've done it for like 3 months. And every time you go, you lift over 200. Like, chill out. But it was like, it really upset me. Like, really upset me. And I was messaging. There's a guy at the gym, and he'd been like semi-coaching me online, like sending me tips and things. And my partner messaged him and went, you should probably message April because she's having a breakdown backstage. And he messaged me, he was like, are you okay? I heard that like the yoke has knocked more than just your head. And I was like, it's knocked everything, man. I'm not doing good.
It's ruined me.
It's
fucking yoke.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that as much as it was a low point, I think it is the low points that make you go, I got to do better. Like it's happened and it's fine. I'll make peace with it, and this is it now. I want to get to a certain level where I can actually like compete with these people. I think that was the other thing, was the fact that everyone else in my weight class, they all moved it. So I was like, I'm behind everyone, and I knew that already because I'm a baby strongwoman. That's fine, but I was like, oh, man, I need to up the game. I need to be like shoulder to shoulder with these people rather than like running behind them trying to catch up.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a low point, but it's definitely like made me more determined to work harder, basically.
I love that, yeah. I think, and it's so true, like I say it all the time, you win or you learn. Like it's not about having like lows as such. It's about taking whatever those lows are and thinking, right, what do I do about this then? How do I not feel like that again? How do I move on to this next like point? And to be fair, I'm surprised you even moved to 200 or 230 yoke in training, mate. That's insane. That's the most insane thing I've ever heard. Like, I was training for Europes, and if I did a 200 kilo yoke, I was like, that's me for about 4 weeks, mate. I'm not doing that again. Doing yoke runs at 160, 180, mate. You don't need to be pulling that sort of weight every week. No wonder you were fucked.
It's me. I'm like, I love to max out a single session. Every session, let's get a PB. Let's do it. Every week.
Oh, that wears thin fast, mate. I'll warn you now.
I've since learned that's probably not the best idea.
Yeah, but again, like that's all. It's a learning curve, isn't it? And I do think you benefit those first couple of months as well from like you get newbie gains. You can just push, like, and it is all right. And then it starts to level out, and that's where you have to start thinking, right, how am I gonna either program myself or get like a coach to program me, so that I can now build on this. Because that's the thing. And like you said before, like with the overhead, it takes ages to gain strength, especially for women, like especially on overhead and stuff like that. That takes loads of time. It doesn't just come overnight. That it's not a couple of technique changes. It's actually building that like level of strength.
Yeah, definitely.
And it just takes a bit of time, doesn't it? But you're absolutely smashing it. Honestly, I'm so excited to see where you go in the next couple of years. I think it'll be fucking mint. You've got such a like buzzing, like charismatic drive about yourself as well, where you're just like, fucking yeah, I'm just gonna do that 'cause that sounds fucking fun. Let's go.
Yeah. That's just my whole MO. It's just like, I could probably do that. I'll just give it a go.
Yeah,
I don't really
it's
know. I don't
class.
really know fear when it comes to like it's because I don't know weights. I'm like, 200. Is that heavy for a yoke? I don't know. Everyone else is doing it, so
Yes.
probably I could do it too.
No, it's really heavy. Really fucking heavy. No, it's brilliant. Where did the war paint idea come from then? I love this because we don't have much war paint in Strongwoman, and I think we need more.
We do. We definitely do. So I wore it for obstacle course racing, and it started with just like 2 stripes, right? Because I was nervous about my first obstacle course race, purely because Miss like can't take it easy and has to go hard on the first try. Did a 21k obstacle course race on my first one, so I'm like, we'll finish it. But I'm so scared. So I put war paint on thinking that's going to make me feel good. I'm going to feel better about myself doing this. and we finished it. And then it was just tradition every time like I did an obstacle course race to have some kind of war paint. And I was like, well, the pictures are all going to be the same if I just do little stripes. It's going to have to be different every time. And then I went to... So it was kind of like Strongwoman-ish, but it's called the Viking Games. And it was like... You went and there was actually like a log press, and they'd actually like just got a log and they were like, just lift it.
Nice.
And then it was like Viking-esque things to prove how Viking you were. So I was like, I'm gonna do like mega war paint, like Viking war paint, and I loved it, and it was really cool. I say it myself, and then I thought I should do that for everything. Like it just makes me feel so much more fierce and savage than I actually am, because I am like. I cry all the time at the gym. Like, I'm so smiley and like, I can't help myself being all excited all the time. I was like, if I just like wear war paint, I'll remind myself that actually under all that as well, I am like badass. I am fierce.
Hell yeah.
So, the war paint is like a confidence boost, really. And now like, I can't not do it. Like, I went to do a truck pull with like a team of 4. And I was like, oh, this is casual. We'll move it. It's fine. Like, it's 4 of us pulling a truck. It'll be fine. And I wasn't going to wear war paint because I wasn't scared about it. And then one of the girls went, oh, you're doing your war paint today, yeah? Can you bring it so I can have some too? And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. So now it's just a thing expected to do.
Yeah,
but I do.
100%. I'd be sad now if I see you without war paint on at comp. I'm gonna be like, where's your face? Why have you not got a face on?
But I would feel weird like going out there without anything on my face now. It'd be strange. Yeah.
No, I love that. Erin Murray does it as well. Erin Murray is an American pro strongwoman, and she's fucking cool as fuck. She always looks terrifying, absolutely terrifying. I feel like if I was competing against her, I'd be like, please don't hurt me.
Do you know, I had no idea who she was, and then at Wales, someone went, you're inspired by her, and I was like, who's that then? I don't know anyone in 100%. At this point.
This is the thing, you can't, war paint's not, one person can't have that. Like, I think we need more of it. I think it makes fucking Strongwoman look cool as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't think I could personally pull it off because I've already got a very strong vibe. Like, I'm already sort of deflecting a lot of people just by the way that I look. So I think if I added war paint on top of that, everyone's going to be like, who's just let that person out of jail? Put her back. Why is she here? So
no
I
one's
think...
got head with you.
Nah, no one's going to enjoy that from me. I'm too intense of any other person. But I really like it. Maybe if I grow my hair out, then in the future, I'd be into a bit of war paint. I'll soften this vibe out a bit, and then I'll fuck it up again with some war paint.
Oh no, I think you lean in. I think you just go hard. Scare everyone.
My biggest problem would be that the minute I started doing war paint, I'd be like, do you know what? I should just tattoo this on my face. And that would be my biggest problem, is I'd be like, this looks cool. I'll just have it all the time. Just tattoo it on, mate.
Oh, God.
I think my husband might have problems with that.
Fair enough.
But, class. Well, let's move on then. I've kept you fucking for ages because I'm just enjoying chatting to you, to be honest.
Fine.
So I know you've only been in the sport for a year, but what would you say to yourself when you first started the sport? What would you tell somebody who was just starting?
So last year, I would tell myself, it's a hard one. I think more than anything, because I didn't know what it was going to be like and what the community would be like. I think I would just be like, just trust that you're going to meet amazing people. You're going to make some really good friends. You're going to find a place where you like really belong and fit. And through that, you'll inspire other people. And like, that's all I ever want to do is just like inspire people to try stuff. Like, that's why I work at the gym. So if I could tell myself that and be like, honestly, you doing this mental thing and throwing like stuff above your head and, and walking with sandbags, it seems stupid and crazy, but you'll love it. And also, like, this is what you want, so go and do it. Like, don't be scared. And I think that's the biggest thing. Is just, and I think I see it in people now. It's like at beginner competitions and things, people say to me, yeah, my deadlift is this and like I can do this, but I'd fail like these two things. And I say to them, like, it doesn't matter, like, just go and try it. You can fail all of it, it doesn't matter, but if you go and try it, you'll have tons of fun, you'll make like loads of new friends, and also like you have time to train for things. Like if you've got 2 months, you can make a lot of progress in 2 months, and you don't need to deadlift 3 times a week, honestly.
Solid advice. Solid advice.
Yeah, like just go and try it. Like you'll have a great time, and I think that's it. I think a lot of people are scared about not being able to do certain things, and that puts them off doing all of it. I'm like,
yeah,
every competition is different as well. So there's going to be events that some comps you'll have like 5 events you hate, and some comps you'll have like loads that you like. So just try it. Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
I feel like even though you're saying you've only been in the sport a year, you've done a lot and you've got some fucking solid advice there, mate. Like, I feel like what you're saying, it's taken me 5 years to get to. like you're fucking well ahead. Like, it's class. I love that. I love seeing new people come into the sport and just absolutely taking it in the stride and then using it as well to push it out to more people, because that's what this sport needs. It needs more people. It needs to be pushed to more general population because of how good it is. Like, all we want to do is show how good it is.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And I think especially like in Wales, it was a bit of an eye-opener being at Europe's and Brits where there's literally like 4 of us or 2 of us or 3 of us. And I'm like, there's hardly anyone in Wales doing it. Like, what is going on? So yeah, it's definitely become like, obviously I've got my own personal goals of like trying to be better, but also like getting more people in Wales to do it is major. Like, that's massive. Yeah, and we, like, me and Kirsty, who's also like a strong woman in Wales, we've got like a group chat now for strong women in Wales, like beginners, experienced, everything. It's like a little virtual gym, so you can like share your PBs, you can ask advice in there, like we do like meetups and stuff. Like, I just think we all got the same goal, and that's to like get the level in Wales higher, so when we are doing Wales Strongest Woman and say our deadlift isn't 160 anymore and it's like 180, that's much closer to 190 now, so it's not going to feel like such a scary jump to then go to Brits, because we should all be at Brits. Like, that's what should happen. We should all be there. So
yeah, 100%. I love that, and I fucking love that you're just pushing it for Wales as well. Like, I think that's what it needs. Like, it's the same. Like, Scotland's obviously got a few more girls in it now, and they've built a really decent community up there. But like, there's still not that huge community of strongman and women in Wales. And I think it's fucking brilliant what you're doing. I fully am behind it. I think it's class. And only been in the spot a year as well. Like, fucking hell. I was still too self-obsessed by that point. I was like, fuck all he is. I'm doing my own thing.
Oh, no, I can't. I can't do it.
No, it's brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Right, well, I love that. Right, let's move on then, and we'll do the final part of the podcast. So, we'll do the silly goose.
Silly goose. It's silly goose time, where our lips get loose and our minds run free. Silly goose. It's silly goose time, where we chat a load of shit that's of absolutely no use. It's silly goose time.
Do you have a silly goose you would like to bring to the table?
I don't have a silly goose. I was going to ask ChatGPT, and then I thought I won't do that.
Sometimes I've asked it a few times for like ideas and stuff, but ChatGPT sometimes just gives you some pure shit, and it's like giving me
Oh, yeah.
icebreakers. I'm like, fuck off, I don't care about. I want you weirdest questions, but
Yeah.
also me and ChatGPT don't go down well because we asked how long it would take for a hamster to travel through someone's mouth and out their anus. So yeah,
How long was it?
ChatGPT, well, it reckoned about 20 minutes, but it took ages to get there because ChatGPT was like, well, it's physically impossible. And I was like, nothing's impossible. What are you talking about? So I was literally, me and Jenny Todd were arguing with ChatGPT for about 20 minutes on it. So, but yeah, apparently 20
my
minutes is what it
God.
would take.
I
No
don't know.
resistance for an SAS trained hamster to get
I
through
was going to say,
someone's
that's a hungry hamster. I'm not sure about it.
mouth to bum hole.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's not a silly goose. That's not a silly goose question. That's just something else I was dealing with at that time. But my silly goose question, I actually saw it on Instagram the other day. I think it was Alice Morgan that shared it. And it was, what 5 things would you put in a pentagram to summon yourself? So if someone was trying to summon you, what 5 things would they need in that pentagram to summon you?
Oh my God. Just 5 things.
Just 5
Okay.
things. 5 of your most important things.
All right. Okay. Right. We definitely need the war paint. That's got to be in there.
Yeah.
We got to have a pizza because I'm there.
Delicious. I'm on
There's got to
board.
be a pizza. I'll be there. It's my favorite food. Oh, this is hard. This is hard, you know.
5 things is a lot, isn't it? I only managed to think of 3 for myself, and they were all shite stuff. So, yeah. Mine so far in my head is a vape because that'll get me anywhere. Like, I fucking love vaping. It's terrible for me, and I'm aware of it. A bong because that would bring me to any party.
Love it.
And a Kinder Egg because it's a sweet treat and a little toy, and I'm fucking sold on that. So there's my 3 solids, but I'm not sure about what else I would have as the other 2.
Yeah, that is hard, you know.
Yeah, I need to think of my other 2.
Yeah.
Though.
I think there's got to be like I love that I wear like war paint and stuff, but I am like such a colourful person. There's got to be like a colourful outfit there as well. You got to have something covered in, like someone's thrown up a rainbow in one of them, basically.
Yeah, nice. I like that.
Yeah. Oh, what else? I don't know. This sounds very violent, but like maybe an axe. There's got to be an axe there.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I quite like axes. I do own a few, but I don't know if legally I'm allowed to own them anymore because the rules have changed. I don't know. But how many is that now? Is that 4?
4, yeah. You've got war paint, pizza, colourful outfit, axe. So it's like a demented clown.
It is, yeah. This is how you saw me at Halloween.
It's actually just my Halloween outfit.
Yeah, I'm sorted. Yeah, I do. Oh, maybe a puppy. I love animals. Like a little dog. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, no, I'd probably have a dog with mine, actually. Now you've said that, I reckon a dog would be there. Maybe Alan, my house owl, he could be there too. That would be my 5 things. A dog, my house owl, vape, bong, Kinder Egg, because Kinder Eggs are just solid.
I love the Kinder Egg. That's my favourite thing.
If I feel bad, like, at all, for whatever reason, I'm having a shit day, fucking go and get yourself a Kinder Egg, mate. It cheers you up no ends. Like, that's just, for me, that's my, like, adult advice. Approaching 30 now, I think. If anyone ever feels a bit sad, go and buy yourself a Kinder Egg, because you won't be sad when you get that. You won't be. It's impossible to be sad with a Kinder Egg.
Well, I don't know. I am a massive weirdo and I don't like chocolate. So if someone gave me a Kinder Egg, I'd be like, why would you do this to me?
Would you appreciate the toy though? Say if I gave you the toy out of the Kinder Egg.
Yeah, I'd crack it. I'd give someone the chocolate and then I'd have the toy for sure.
God, I don't know how you don't like chocolate. Like, it's my lifeblood.
The funniest thing is when I tell people that, they're like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it. Have you had a traumatic experience with chocolate?" I'm like, no, I just don't like it, you weirdo.
What type of traumatic experience would you need with chocolate not to like it anymore?
No, drowned in a chocolate river at Willy Wonka's. Who knows?
I tell you what, that sounds like a fucking dream. I'd love that to happen.
I don't know. I don't want to be thrown in a chocolate river.
Yeah, no, fair enough. That's fair. No, I like that. It is a bit of a demented clown vibe for what you want, but I think it's appropriate. Yeah, I think anyone would summon me with that and summon you with that. So works perfectly.
Yeah, I like that question. That's good.
It's a good one, isn't it? I feel like I'm gonna have to use it a couple more times because it just you get to know people that way, don't you? What are your five best things? Like what would I summon you with?
Yeah,
I always Yeah, the other one that I was thinking of, I will add, says it all the time, that if I was a carp, I'd be really easy to catch because, like, carp are quite, like, stupid and they're, like, well, they're not stupid. Some of them are stupid, but, like, you've got to, like, have a bit of a game plan to try and catch them and, like, spend a bit of time working the carp out and what they're eating and, like, where they are and all that sort of shit. And I'm so predictable with what I do. Like, fucking, I'm having a bad day, I'm going to go buy a sweet treat. Like, everyone knows that about me now. Like, it's just standard practice. And my husband always says, if you were a carp, you'd be easy to catch.
I love that.
Just too predictable, but
Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing.
Not a bad thing. But anyway, right, let's get back onto the podcast then quickly. We'll do the final bit. So have you got anything that you'd like to plug? Where can people find you if they want to follow along with your journey? Oh, actually, no, before we do all that, what's your plan for next year? I want to know what you're doing in Strongman.
Oh, well, I am competing again, of course. So I'll be doing Wales. Obviously, the plan is to win Wales because I need to retain the title. Then I'll be going to Brits and Europes. This is a secret. The plan is to podium both of them. Whoop, whoop. We're hoping for that. We'll see. But I don't know. I'm kind of like, I'm between what I'll do, because I do want to do OSG, but I don't know whether I want to do Natties as well. It's just quite a lot in a season to then do both of them. It depends where Wales falls, I think, because I think for the Welsh, we've got Natties Welsh in the start of February. If that's enough time between Wales, then yeah, I'll probably do both of those for sure, and then figure out. But I'll be doing all my freaking racing as well, so it's hard to balance everything. Like before Brits, I had the weekend before that, I did a trifecta weekend at Spartan where you do a 21, a 10 and a 5, and then the next weekend I was at Brits. Yeah, it's a lot. God, dude, I gotta balance a lot of things.
That is a lot. That's definitely a lot. But I love that. I'm excited to see where you go next year and watch you competing. I think it's going to be class.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think this was the learning year. Obviously next year I'm still learning, but next year I do want to I'm going with the intent to compete, rather than turn up and see what happens.
Hell yeah. I absolutely love that. It's class. Right. Well, I'll let you go in a minute, don't worry. So if there's anything you want to plug, where can people find you? You can do all that now.
Okay. Well, I literally only use Instagram. So my Instagram handle is April_the_PT. And we also, if there are strong women from Wales listening, there's also an Instagram page for Strong Women of Wales now. So go and follow that. You can get in touch on there to get added to the virtual gym, and that's all on WhatsApp, but you need an invite from me or Kirsty. So, or one of the other members, that's fine. But yeah, go and follow that even if you're not from Wales, go and follow it. Everyone follow it.
Hell yeah.
So.
Absolutely. I'll tag it in the show notes below on this episode so people can find it. But thank you so much for being on the pod. It's been a pleasure.
No, it's been great. I've had a great time. Thank you so much for having me.
It's been epic. And I hope you all enjoyed the episode, and we will see you all on the next one. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Strong Woman Highs, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to support the podcast, then please give us a follow on Instagram. Or if you would like, we're also on buymeacoffee.com/strongwomanhighs. This is where you can send us tips, or you can also join our membership area, which is $5 a month or £4 a month. It's the silly gosling level. We'll post out any extra content that we get on there, and hopefully a few little free giveaways of things as well. The podcast currently doesn't cost a lot to run, which is what we're trying to keep it as, but we would like to be able to cover our costs, and also once those costs are covered, any profit that is made on Strong Woman Highs will be getting saved up and put into a pot for future Strong Woman competitions that we can sponsor. So if you have a Strong Woman competition that you'd like to be sponsored, or if you want to be on the podcast, then give us a shout, send me a message on Instagram or on YouTube, anywhere else you can get us, and we'll get it sorted, because the more women that we can get on, the better. Thanks for listening and watching. Bye!